Hello my dear English learners and everyone, and welcome to English Simplified All News, the space where we learn English without pressure, without comparison, without judging ourselves. A calm, human, almost confidential space. I'm Alex.
And I'm Laura.
And today, Laura, we're going to talk about a very precise moment, very quiet, but incredibly deep. The first weekend after a romantic breakup. That moment when, suddenly, nothing is planned anymore, nothing feels right anymore, and yet everything around us continues as if nothing had changed, which creates a strange, almost unreal feeling, as if we were slightly out of sync with the rest of the world.
Oh, take a moment. Really, settle down, breathe, because if you are living this moment right now, know that you are not weird, you are not weak, you are simply going through an emotional transition, and this feeling of strangeness we are talking about today is shared by millions of people, even if each person experiences it in silence, with their own story, their own memories, their own unanswered questions.
And before going any further, just a very gentle reminder, almost whispered. If these conversations make you feel good, if you feel a little less alone listening to us, then a discreet like and a calm subscription help us enormously to continue creating this type of content. Slow, deep, human, without unnecessary noise, simply to accompany you and your English.
So Alex, let's imagine together this first Saturday morning, no alarm clock, no sweet message like "Good morning, baby" or "Did you sleep well, darling," sent automatically, but rather just a natural awakening, a familiar ceiling, and that unusual silence that is neither peaceful nor threatening, just different.
Yes, really. This first day is very uncomfortable. First of all, what hits the most is not an intense pain, but an absence, a kind of discreet emptiness, as if someone had removed an invisible element from the decor, and your brain keeps searching for a few seconds for what is missing before understanding. Oh, yes, that's it.
Exactly. And often, we grab our phone almost mechanically, out of habit, automatically, without even thinking. Then we stop, we look at the empty screen, and there's that micro moment of clarity, that small silent shock, which is not violent but deeply destabilizing.
And you know, what is fascinating is that this reaction comes from the body before it comes from the mind, as if the habit continued to live for a few moments independently of reality.
Wow, exactly. And many people describe this moment with a very simple sentence. It feels weird. Not horrible, not unbearable, just weird, like walking into a familiar house where someone moved all the furniture during the night.
But at the same time, this silence can also contain a form of calm, almost a suspension of time, as if life were leaving you a space to breathe, even if that space feels empty at first.
Alex, then, almost inevitably, memories begin to surface, not necessarily the big moments, but the small ones, the ordinary ones, the insignificant details that suddenly become charged with emotion.
Yes, Laura, a laugh in the kitchen, a Sunday evening habit, a sentence repeated 1,000 times, and your mind replays these scenes with almost painful precision, as if your memory wanted to prove that all of it truly existed.
And paradoxically, it's not always the arguments that come back, but the gentle moments, which can create inner confusion. If it was so beautiful, why did it end?
Because emotional memory does not function like a judge. It functions like a preserver of human warmth.
Oh, that is so true.
Then, Laura, there is the modern dimension of the breakup, the photos, the conversations, the voice messages, all that pass stored in an object that fits in your hand, which makes it impossible to pretend nothing happened.
Yes, and the question becomes, delete to move forward or keep to honor? And no answer seems completely satisfying.
Because deleting can feel like erasing a part of your own life, while keeping can prevent turning the page.
Emotional dilemma, 21st century edition.
Then friends arrive, often full of good intentions, energy, solutions, sometimes a bit too much.
Yes, some want to distract you, others analyze, others reassure, and even if it comes from a good place, it can be exhausting when you haven't even identified what you need yet.
Because healing is not a competition, nor a collective project, it is an intimate process.
And sometimes, the most precious sentence is simply, I'm here. And you know, friends after a breakup fall into two groups, those who bring chocolate and those who bring a full analysis worthy of a crime documentary.
However, it is often at night that everything becomes more intense, because distractions disappear and the mind has no escape.
Yes, thoughts spin, come back, repeat, like a scratched record, and even when you are exhausted, sleep sometimes refuses to come.
And you find yourself replaying entire conversations, imagining different responses, different scenarios, as if it could change the past.
Spoiler, it never works, unfortunately.
Gradually, the question why didn't it work can become what is wrong with me, which is one of the most painful transformations.
Yes, because a breakup is often interpreted as a personal rejection, even when it is related to incompatibilities or circumstances.
And yet, a relationship ending does not define your worth.
Wow. I wish more people could hear that. Really, Alex, a relationship ending does not define our value.
Also, Laura, certain streets, certain cafes, certain parks become filled with an invisible presence.
Yes, we avoid some places without even realizing it. Then one day we notice we are taking a detour just to avoid passing in front of a memory.
We also have certain objects. Ordinary objects become symbolic. A piece of clothing, a mug, a book, a perfume.
And deciding what to do with them can feel disproportionately difficult, as if you were deciding the fate of an entire story.
At first, you check your phone constantly. Then the intervals get longer.
And one day, you realize you spent an entire morning without thinking about it.
And that moment is both sad and liberating.
Alex, little by little, the space left by the other person fills with yourself.
Yes, new rhythms, new habits, sometimes old dreams resurfacing. Independence often begins with a simple victory, choosing what you watch, without endless debate. There is a subtle difference between being alone and feeling alone.
And this weekend is often when that difference begins to appear.
Going out, cooking, calling someone. Simple actions that become proof of resilience.
Because healing is not spectacular, it is quiet.
If you are going through this moment, remember, this strange feeling is not permanent. It is a transition.
A passage between one version of your life and another that is not yet visible. One day, this silence will no longer feel frightening, it will feel restful.
And you will realize that you survived, grew, and maybe even learned to know yourself better than before. If this episode helped you, stay with us, subscribe, share it with someone who might need it.
Take care of yourself, truly, and be gentle with your heart.